Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious tarot readers. By the way, tarot is the science of potential. I have not in my 20 years doing tarot found it to be a very useful predictive tool. But in terms of your potential to manifest, that's a whole different story. And that's what tarot is all about. It's the science of potential. You got a frequency. If that frequency fits you at that moment, go for it. Either way, I've also had 50 years doing astrology, and astrology is the science of cycles. It is a phenomenal tool, tremendously helpful for all kinds of reasons. The difficulty comes in combining all of the cycles within cycles within cycles within cycles. But you can back off of that, not go down the rabbit hole so far, and you can produce tremendously positive information that is both prognosticates or forecasts the future, as well as give you great insight into your own individual personality or whoever the chart is about. Tremendous insight. But we're right now focusing on your ability to manifest, the most powerful tool that any human being has, because manifesting means creating a life script in your head. You get to see it, you get to hear it, you get to feel it, you get to taste it, get to touch it. Now, the trick is that you don't want to try too hard, because at that point you're blocking the energy. The trick is to get that picture, and as broad a picture as you can paint in your imagination, that is seeing, hearing, feeling, touching, tasting, smelling. The better you make that picture, and then just kind of back away. Don't forget it. Just kind of back away. Let the energy work. Kind of like a tuning fork. You can hit it once and you get this wonderful vibration, but you can't grab the tuning fork because it stops. That's what tends to happen with people. We want it so much that we just dwell on it and we take away the energy. It's not a frequency anymore. So what we're here to do is to help you to focus. Only 5 cards. In about 12 minutes, you're going to get a very clear reading, which is very different from most tarot readings because you got a whole bunch of stuff all over the place, stuff coming at you. Nobody synthesizes, nobody distills, nothing. It's just, we'll put out 50 cards and we'll tell you what all 50 cards mean, and you got to figure out if it makes sense to you. What they're doing is trying to say so many things that one of those things is going to resonate with you. Get this straight. Like astrology, like even numerology, not everybody will gravitate or connect to the energy in today's tarot reading. It's not meant that way. If in any reading, astrology, tarot, numerology, whatever, you get 10%, 15% of the people who can tune in, you're doing great. The other 80, 85% will probably tune in tomorrow or next week or next month, but they'll get there. But this energy doesn't align with them. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's fine. Maybe there's something important that was said in the reading that you can utilize in your life. It's not the main thing, but it's useful. Good. Take it. Run with it. So let's begin. Middle card is the Oracle card. Today it's round and round. Life often feels that way, and today, or these days, more often than ever. Life pretty much is round and round. You get up, you have breakfast, you go to work, you come home, you have dinner, you go to bed, you go to work, and before you know it, 40, 50 years have passed, you're an old person, you can't do a damn thing, you've pissed your whole life away. What, for money? Okay. That's the way the system is arranged, though. They want to keep you busy, they want to keep you active, because if they keep messing with you, keep putting busy things, and there are people running around the world today go, well, I'm so busy, I got to take my kids to this and this and this, and I got to go do this and this, and I don't have any time in the world. You're not living your life. You're a human doing. You're not a human being. It doesn't mean that you don't help your kids, but it means that you savor your life. Trust me, based on I think 5 or 6 different studies that I've seen over the years in terms of people who were on their deathbed, people in their 80s and 90s. None of them talked about a job promotion. None of them talked about their big home. None of them talked about their fancy car. They talked about memories, people, things. Oh, what a great day it was out on the lake, and we were with the family, and we were having that. That's the stuff they focus on. And that's the stuff that the psychopathic puppeteers who are controlling the world want to keep you doing. Nose to the grindstone, nose to the grindstone, nose to the grindstone. I feel sorry for somebody who works 100 hours a week. You better goddamn love that job, because you're giving up your life. You're giving up the one thing that no amount of money will ever buy, your time. You can't buy time. You can lose your health, get it back. You can lose your wealth, you can get it back. Time, gone. Here, gone. Simple. So get your priorities straight, and that's the problem. Round and round means that you don't even know what the hell you're doing. You don't even know where you're going. You're just kind of going, because they tell you to keep busy, keep busy, keep busy. Part of the reason keeping busy is to distract you, but it's also to keep you from thinking. You can't contemplate your life. They don't want you to think. In fact, John D. Rockefeller, one of the worst people in human history, said around 1900, I want a nation of workers, not thinkers. Do not savor your life. Do not enjoy your life. Do not really make the most of the time you have here on this planet. Even Rockefeller couldn't buy more time. When his time was up, he was dead. That's it. Gone. I don't give a damn how much money you have. It makes no difference. It's gone. Your time's up. Happens to everybody. So, living a life where you're going round and round and round and round and round, and really going nowhere in terms of your human experience is a waste of time. In fact, Henry David Thoreau has the meme for today. It says, or he says, disobedience is the true foundation of liberty. The obedient must be slaves. Wow. Gotta fall in the line, gotta fall in the line, gotta fall in the line. I walk about 5-6 miles now during the summertime. A little less than that in the wintertime, but in the summertime along Lake Superior. Little road, barely enough for 2 cars or 2 trucks, whatever. I'm barely enough, and I'm right along the edge. I mean, I'm anywhere from 3 to 20 feet away from the water, depending on where we are. And it's amazing on those tight little things how difficult it is for people to cross the yellow line. They can see a mile and a half up the road, see nothing's coming. But they got to stay on the right side of the double yellow line because they're slaves. They're slaves. They'll take a chance of hitting me or anybody who's there because they can't get on the left side of the double yellow line, although they can see a mile or more up the road. Between the bends and the bays and all that stuff, it's easy. So Henry David Thoreau is absolutely right. Disobedience is the true foundation of liberty. The obedient must be slaves. That's circling the drain, going round and round and round. You know you want better. First 2 cards on the left. The 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Cups are not necessarily a romantic relationship. Cups are things that we're emotionally connected to. People, idea, thoughts, memories, whatever. And the 9 of Cups says, you know what? You know what would light up your soul. You know what you would light up your soul. You're not there, but you know, you can imagine. And the 10 of Cups talks about this idea of contentment, of family, of happiness, of joy. The 9 and 10 of Cups being together tell me that either you are in the process of really manifesting this or feel it at the pit of your spirit. You know. You're almost to the point where you can smell it, taste it, feel it, touch it. Just keep on keeping on. Now, does that mean it's going to turn out just the way that you're picturing it in your head? No, it doesn't mean that at all. Does it mean it's going to feel that way? Remember, we're talking cups. Yes. You'll know when it's exactly right. You will know. No, the picture may not match necessarily, but the feeling will. And right now, your life's going round and round. It's circling the drain. Keep that thought in mind. Keep that picture in mind. And you have to do that. Next card is the devil. The devil, when I'm doing manifesting, talks about the devil inside us. All of us have a dark side. All of us are bound to something that is not favorable to us. Some thought, some idea, some philosophy. And that's the devil. It's despair. It's addiction. It's the dark side that everybody has. I don't give a damn what they show on the outside. Every one of us has a dark side. Every one of us doubts ourselves, hates ourselves, despises ourselves. That's the stuff that brings us down. That's what gives them the power. And that's part of this whole disobedience is the true foundation of liberty. Don't give in to that idea. Follow your spirit, follow your heart, follow your bliss. To do that, though, it means you got to flip the world. You got to change the game. That's the hangman, right? You got to look at things from a whole entirely different angle. You can't look at it the way you have been. That means you got to let go. Of course, if you let go of what you've been doing all these years, man, that's scary. Yeah, I know. It's almost like your family got in a habit when you were a little baby. And every day, everybody in the family went into a particular room and slammed their heads into a wall. Hard as they could. Everybody did it every day. What would generally happen for most people is that they would continue to do something very similar to that for the rest of their lives, even though it hurts, even they know it's no good for them. Hey, it's what we've always done. I had a discussion with somebody today. The biggest battle any of us face is our childhood. Doesn't mean our parents screwed us up necessarily. They're human beings. They're, if you have children, that it's a jigsaw puzzle that's unbelievable. And you can't find all the parts and pieces. You can't fix everything. You can't heal everything. That's your job as an adult. And that's where the devil is. So you got to flip the script. You have to see yourself differently. Quit circling the drain. It's going to be too painful in the weeks and months to come. That's the tarot reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another manifested reading. Between now and the next time we do it, peace and blessings.